Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the final from the X-Wing's largest event in history. We have on the left side of the table, we have Tom Forstner. He's playing Ray Lorick, and on the right side we have Martyn Chivers. Okay, I'm joined by Phil GC. Let's say hello, Phil.
Hello.
Hello. You're famous from your Such an X-Wing hipster blog. Apparently
so, yeah.
Yeah. World famous, Indonesia and everything. Yeah. I got a lot of stick off the Polish because when I was in Copenhagen, I did a quick statistics of the internationals present in the cut.
Yeah.
And I found out that apparently the Polish flag and the Indonesian flag are the same, just reversed. And I was just like, I wasn't supposed to know. Oh, that's right, 2 hours.
2 hour final. Let's change the time.
Yeah, here we go.
To an hour and 59 minutes.
Let's make it 58 because this is a bit slower. This isn't such a good clock because it runs all system.
It's not going to take 2 hours. Like Ray doesn't do 2 hour games.
There we go, and we'll get it started again. Yeah. Pause first. Stop. Start.
Focus.
Cool.
Turn.
So we saw Kylo be very aggressive in the semi-final, and even with that Vanguard title, being able to re-roll, attack and discard it to completely blitz the defense roll.
It is trusting the dice gods so much.
Mm-hmm. And they were saying as well that they're actually local players. They're used to playing each other. And on Sunday, playing this same matchup, Tom won by a small margin.
Yeah. I mean, both guys are regulars down at Ivo War Games in Woking, and their tournaments over there. And like, it was just crazy that it's like two guys that I know really well both made it this far.
Yeah, and as we said now, talking in regards to the Adepticon situation, we had in the top 8 no Mirandas, no Nims, no Ghosts.
Yeah.
So an interesting turn up here. 500 players in this event yesterday, starting stage 1. We had 250 something go through to stage 3. And we had 54. What? No.
250 went to and then 54 made
stage 2. Stage 2.
Yeah.
54 went to stage 3, and we've had the elimination bracket from top 64. This is the 6th game we're playing today.
And these guys are both unbeaten the entire way.
Yeah. 6-0 in stage 1 and 2.
And they've both beaten some pretty big names. I think Tom's running has been unbelievable.
Yeah, took down Farn Langalan and Nantos back to back.
And then Ben Lee.
Yeah, Ben Lee,
that's world top 8 player as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true. Nightmare route through the top. Ben playing the Imperial Aces, Lambda with Inquisitor and Quick Draw, correct?
The Euro Aces.
Farn playing Lothal Fen, and Nan playing his Rebel Salad with a Gold Squadron with Chopper.
And the
Fen and
BTL title.
You say it's with Chopper and it comes with all that free stuff. The Fen and Ezra in Sheafapede shuttles, and Rourke Garnet in the Hawk 290. So Hawk meta was present as well.
Yeah, well, this is Woking meta.
Yeah. And we also had the top 8 were
Jesper Hills, Twin IGs.
Yeah, we had
all British as well.
One
Irish.
There was one Irish fella and a Swiss fella.
All right.
Denny Pash.
Yeah, but Denny lives in London.
Yeah, but the Swiss, you can't take that away from him.
Yeah.
I've got to get the mates a bit brighter. There we go. Denny Provisano.
Martyn beat Gary, who knocked me out.
Yeah, so let's just go through this. So it was Martyn beat Jesper, and then beat Gary. We saw that game on stream actually, and Dimitris
running quad Wookiees.
Yeah, we saw him yesterday on stream. Get through on the last game of the day, and he beat Ashok Hemmings
running the Manda.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not had an easy run in.
No way. It's definitely they've definitely proven their worth so far.
I'm just going to throw it in here that in tournaments I'm up 7-2 on Martyn, so I'm driving him home. I'm never going to forget that one.
Reinforced front on the Wookiee.
Yeah, Ray wants to take the joust on with Kylo and just rip Kylo to pieces as fast as she can.
Yeah.
Because if it comes down to Kylo versus Ray at the end of the game, there's only one winner from that. And Martyn is quite an aggressive player with this. He used to play TIE Swarms a lot and was really good with those. But he likes coming in and creating kill boxes. It's how he plays.
2 forwards.
Trying to keep the range control now. Keep auto thrusters kicking in.
And we've seen some interesting shenanigans this weekend. Nand with those 2 Sheefies, daisy chaining his coordinate action to pass it down the line.
I love that.
2 forwards.
Bob D did the same thing with Ray and AP5 and Fen at 11. So you've got Ray with 3 actions a turn, one at PS1, one PS8, and one at PS11 with the evade title. So
So just to double check here, we're talking that AP5 and Fen each gave Ray a coordinate action.
So
right.
Ray's got the
I get
evade
that.
title,
But what I'm talking about is that in Nan's case, he was having Fen pass a coordinate to Ezra, and Ezra passing a coordinate, using that to pass a coordinate.
But if you do that with AP, you can do a K turn with Ray. Fen coordinates AP. AP coordinates
But then
Ray.
AP couldn't coordinate again.
No, but
if
AP hasn't coordinated that turn,
the first thing you said.
If you in another situation, then you can do a K turn with Ray.
Yeah.
You can coordinate
Range 2.
for Ray to for Fen to AP, and then AP can remove the stress from Ray, so that Ray can then get expertise back on.
Yeah. So it's got a lot of uses, basically. Is what you're saying. It's got a lot of use case scenario. Down 1 shield on Ray already.
Range 3 at Ray.
And Kylo's the last person to shoot in the list. That's what's funny about it.
Yeah, PS9.
Yeah. 1 hit, 1 crit, 1 focus.
Don't spend the focus. It's too early to do that. When Ray's coming back at you, you can't.
1 evade.
Yep.
Rerolls the blank for cock. Gets another.
Yep.
Adds a blank and doesn't need it.
Yep.
Okay.
So a good start for Tom. Only having taken 1 shield.
Great tanking.
And now returns fire.
So there's a tactician on Lyric, which is another reason that
Add a blank reroll.
he's keen to keep out of range too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Gets 3 hits. Focus, blank, focus, auto thrusters.
spend focus.
Spends focus for free.
Okay. Lyric. Range 3.
Yeah. His Larric's been a hero the last couple of games. Just consistent damage.
And it's difficult with those Wookiees to output so much damage. They're good at tanking it, but they don't do too much damage normally.
Yeah. And auto thrusters save the day again.
Yep. And that's back to dials.
Yeah, but Ollie, he did change it himself. Well, he had a little help from somebody else who might be talking to you right now.
So yes, just Phil is speaking to Oliver Pocknell in the chat, saying that Martyn nicked the list off of him. Yeah, that's what he's saying, and changed it to an Epsilon.
We all play a lot.
And what you're telling me is you all net list a lot.
Well, if it's a group of people who know each other and interact and have ideas together, unlike me who just stole Rasta's list this weekend.
So we'll just take one moment here just to quickly plug the Patreon. Obviously, as I've been mentioning earlier, there's lots of events coming up that are possible. We've got Hanover, we've got Bologna System Opens next month. May, I've got the Spanish ETC Team Qualifier event.
Nice.
We've got June, we've got European Championships. We've got the Paris System Open event.
Yep.
July, there's nothing right now, but please, I'd like to have a month off, so don't worry about that.
I'm sure your family would like to see you.
In August, there's the ETC and the UK Nationals.
UK Nationals, yeah.
In September, we're probably going to have some other nationals. France, who knows? Maybe Belgium. October, maybe Spain's nationals. Who knows? December, surely some other national. Maybe Poland. Maybe somewhere else. These are all possible, but that all depends on how much money I get through the Patreon to be able to pay to reach these events. And it's actually quite expensive, more than anything, because I have to take a suitcase on the plane.
It's a heavy suitcase.
All you guys that go along, you just pay for your hand luggage.
Yeah, we do.
And you just hop on and off the train. I've got to make sure I pay.
Your luggage is more expensive to ship than you are.
Yeah. No, the luggage ends up costing about €40 each way on the plane.
Fuck.
Like they charge a load for luggage now. It's like
it's more expensive than your ticket.
The ticket's normally cheaper
like
than
60
the
quid,
suitcase.
60 quid return or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, Copenhagen cost me like 63 quid return to get there and back. Didn't
cost me that. I'm not going to tell you what it cost me, but it didn't cost me that. Something around 250 in the end it was.
Wow.
Yeah. And then that's not counting airport parking. Gas, petrol to get to the airport, and then food while you're there as well.
The food while you're there is a lot. It was in Copenhagen.
In Copenhagen it was cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
For me it was.
It might be for you.
Well, I eat trash.
All right. Like a bucket of KFC was 40 quid. It's like a 16-piece bucket of KFC was like 40 quid. It's like, no, I'm not going to have that. I wouldn't have a 16-piece.
It's always confusing when it's a different currency.
Yeah. Numbers make strange
and
sense.
It's like, especially when you're in like in Copenhagen, it's like that weird one. It's like you get like several hundreds, and you're like, seems so much.
Is this a £10 note? Or
yeah. It's like when in Thailand, you go to Thailand, it's like you change up like a tenner and you get like 1,589 baht, and you're like, what?
So loads come in reinforced to front, which means as Ray cruising past to take the limit Kylo's options of where Kylo can actually go. Oh, he's bumped. Yeah, she's not clearing that.
That's what happened last time.
I suppose Martyn's hoping that.
They're saying this is something that this is the exact same thing that happened the last time they played.
Could you help me out, please?
Sorry, just watch you struggle. So you want me to move Ray, yeah?
Please.
I have to remove. Move. Oh, sorry. I just nudged my TIE fighter with my elbow. So if you remove templates.
It's true, the beer in Copenhagen is somewhat good.
If you're happy with that.
Yep. Okay.
You weren't supposed to be there.
I know. Okay.
So, do you think Kylo's gonna have been blocked here, or do you think he's anticipated that?
Well,
Boost.
advanced sensors boost.
Yeah.
He's got the boost, barrel roll, whatever he wants.
Push
get
the
out,
limit,
dodge.
barrel roll, and he'll just do whatever maneuver it was he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously good.
Push the limit for a focus.
Focusing, push the limit,
2 bank.
and he did a 2 bank.
Which should get him out of arc.
Yeah.
Good.
Which means, it's 4
But
dice.
it looks like he's
but
probably
four
not got
choices.
arc on Ray.
It's more important not getting shot, not getting hurt.
But Ray's going to fire at range 1.
Yeah, but it's 4 dice without the fin re-rolls and the added dice.
Quick draw.
4 dice is still 4 dice. He's not got auto thrusters. Oh, he's out
He's
of
got
arc.
auto
Yeah,
thrusters
yeah,
out of
yeah.
arc. And quick draw's happy.
Yeah.
That's 4 dice from quick draw with
Okay.
mods.
So, being Ray, would you fire on Kylo or quick draw?
You don't fire on quick draw here, because if you take a shield, you get double tapped for 4 dice, 4 dice.
Yeah, exactly. But is it possible for him to stick damage on Kylo?
Stay where I am.
Does that make sense?
Well, if he gets 4
We're
hits,
probably going to
he's
have him
keep-
fire on Epsilon.
Yeah, well,
All things considered, Epsilon, 3 dice against Epsilon is probably the most likely to actually stick
look-
damage on him and take away that pilot skill ability.
you need to put 2 on. 2 on to do that. And it looks like Quick Draw is going to be getting stressed from Larrick because Larrick's got Tactician, so range 2,
Okay.
which just slows
Range
him down
2
a little.
from Epsilon.
Epsilon fires first, range 2 on Ray. Hit and a crit. Looks like an evade.
So that's 1 shield.
Sure.
And the focus. Ooh. I'd be really
Spins.
tempted to fly Quick Draw
range
into
1.
Dorky right now,
Yeah.
but no.
Spend the lot.
3 blanks and a crit.
But he's got perma target lock, so it's just like, yeah.
There we
fine.
go. 3 hits and a crit. Don't know what that is, guys. That's a focus.
So that's lots
4 damage.
You're going to play Chase the Dice like you did at Woking. Yeah. 4, and then Fire Control, obviously.
Fire control relocks.
And nothing from Kylo.
Kylo can't fire, so now it's Ray's turn.
So it's 4 dice into Kylo, which
You're
runs the risk.
going to fire on Kylo?
Well, if you shoot Kylo, you run the risk of I'll show you the dark side.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm
Which you
saying.
don't
Epsilon
particularly
Ace
want.
is the best
Epsilon Ace
target.
is the best target. Yeah.
Because if you manage to get damage on him, which he's the most likely to be able to stick damage on him,
Yeah.
right? Because he's not got lightweight frame, he's not got auto thrusters. The other 2 do.
And he's got no
Yeah.
focus token at the moment as well.
Yeah, and that way you take away his ability to move last.
Yeah.
At least that's something. There's also a possibility
Yeah, but
that if you fire on Quick Draw, maybe you can get all those shields off in one go.
With 4 dice here, yeah, because he's
Yeah.
got no focus token for defense. But then Martyn used to fly tie swarms a lot. So if you drop the little fella down to PS4 again, he just turns him into a blocker.
Yeah, true.
And Lorick suddenly finds himself not able to take the reinforce action, at which point he gets eaten by Quick Draw and
Yeah.
Kylo, which takes away Ray's survivability massively.
Epsilon Ace is 17 points total.
Yeah.
I suppose it's just he had those points left over.
Yeah, when,
Yeah.
when the list was being put together, that's kind of how it worked.
2, 1 and a focus. 2 blanks, 1 and a focus.
So he's got expertise, so that's 1.
Yeah.
He's got a lock on someone? No,
He's
locks
got
on
a
him.
target lock. No, yeah,
all the locks
everyone's
are the
locked
other way
onto
around.
him. Yeah.
So flip the focus.
Mental expertise or not.
Ray just wants to
Only
joust,
got an hour and 40 minutes to slow.
and it's very
Yeah.
hard to take a joust against a ship moving after you with pre-movement repositions.
That's alright, I don't have a trainer captain more feels than really.
Who did he shoot? Was he shooting Quick Draw?
He's.
Well, it's 4 dice. It's either Quick Draw or Kylo. I'm assuming it's Quick Draw
It's
because-
got to be Quick Draw.
because he knows he can't take all the shields, so he kind of wants Quick Draw to evade
Sure.
it. Oh.
Yep. So,
So-
super
Well, he's got
flight.
expertise, so
two
he has to
and
change it anyway.
Yeah.
Focus and evade.
Take a shield.
That's a shield on
1
Quick
shield
Draw.
of Quick Draw. Quick Draw
comes the
will
double
return
tap.
fire.
Yeah.
And then return
That
fire.
was. You need to take Quick Draw shields faster than that.
Yeah. It was a
Don't-
bad setup for him.
And spend the target lock
on
for
all.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he's completely whiffed.
Focus and a result, a hit and 2 blanks. And that's a focus.
So that's 1 damage.
1 damage onto
Fire
Ray.
control damage each.
So for all those dice that were thrown around, very little change. But
Yeah.
as I said, I think the better target to go for there
Range 2.
was Epsilon.
I think it's range 2. It looks like 2 to me.
Points in the bag. But Quick Draw takes stress because Tactician. And that's
2
three
focuses.
hits. So this could be the role that he needed.
Yeah. 2 evades, 3 evades.
Evades.
Stress from tactician, I'm assuming.
Martyn's dice
And
being
there you
outrageous.
go, back to Dials. Nightmare of a round.
Yeah, that's not the trade-off.
Yeah, a really bad
Not the trade-off
situation
for Tom.
for Tom to be in that round, and it's not. He's not come out of it as bad as he could have done, but he's not gotten anything to gain out of it either.
And now the difficulty is if he wants to get Ray in arc, and well, Ray's arc into play, and keep Larrick in play. Larrick's not shooting anything next turn.
Uh-huh. So now Ray is probably wanting to do that Segnals loop. Or does she? No, she doesn't have that title. Does she just have the other one?
No, she's a Sloopy title.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sloopy title. But she wants to do it to the left, but the debris looks dangerously close.
Yeah.
And if she goes to the right, then she's leaving the one bank and the barrel roll open for quick draw just to get into her side with 4 dice again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ready? If you're ready.
And yeah, he's got to keep Ray alive until stuff starts dying, because there's no way Lyric can handle any of those ships on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Front.
Reinforces the front.
Ray will complete her manoeuvre this time.
Oh, he's gone that way.
It's gone to the right.
Well, I think the other way was just going to leave him
Yeah.
really, really exposed. Well, or on the debris. Probably on the debris from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Kylo, Talon roll.
Talon rolls Kylo to the left. Kylo.
With that many green moves, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But again, controlling the range, staying at range 3, auto thrusters, the extra green dice.
Yeah.
Quick draw.
He's still got the lock from previous turn. There's the one bank. And I think he can get the barrel roll out of arc,
Clears my stress.
potentially. Or he's just taking a
We'll go
focus.
for the barrel roll.
Ah, there he goes, barrel out of arc. Don't think it does it get out? That's close.
I would say it's a no. I don't think it's a no.
However, if Quick Draw loses a shield,
Uh-huh.
he can double tap front and back, 4 dice out the 3
Yeah,
out the front,
yeah,
3
yeah,
out the
absolutely. Yeah.
back. Ooh, and that's not a great spot for a
Focus.
Typho to be
Yeah.
range 1 of a ship with 4 red
Okay.
dice and expertise.
Yeah.
So, range 2 at Ray.
Yeah, mate. So hit and
Natural
crit.
hit.
Last time as well.
That's all he does.
I mean, I buy.
That's all he does.
Epsilon Ace.
Just
On
being
Ray.
Finn.
Ray gets an
Stupidly hard.
evade. Finn gets a blank.
Now, does he spend the reinforce? He's checking.
Just out.
Crit. Hull breach.
Major hull breach.
Which means Ray's action next turn is determined for her.
Mm-hmm.
Quick draw, range 1.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see Martyn trying to block. So,
Spend the lock on the blank.
1 crit, 1 focus, and 1 blank.
oh, he's only got a
Re-rolls the blank and the focus. Gets another 2.
oh my word.
It looks like it's 2 hits, 2 crits.
And we're all of 25 minutes in.
Can you
We'll
tell me
ask
if
the- we'll
this
ask
is
the
a
judge, yeah.
They're checking for the arc to see if Ray will be able to re-roll.
Put your finger on quick draw.
I think he's got it.
I think so.
Ooh. Yeah, it looks like it's there.
The angle can be misleading.
Just
Yeah.
Justin, he says.
now try and move my finger without moving quick draw. Blank with Finn. Focus.
Focus and a blank.
Okay.
Dodge 2, so it's hit and a crit go through.
2 crits.
2
now.
crits go
Cockpit.
through.
Damage cockpit.
Console
That's
fire.
what-
Console fire.
Ah, this is essentially game over.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage
And
cards.
then Kylo,
Damage cockpit puts her down to pilot skill 0.
range 3.
Wow. 25-minute final so
Mm.
far.
2 focus and a hit.
He'll spend the lock probably. He wants to keep that focus for the return shot.
Yeah.
Lock.
There you go.
Gets a crit and a focus. Hit and a crit is what he's got at the moment.
So it's 2 dice from Ray at the blank.
Just 2.
Thank
Oh.
you, Finn. Reroll.
Nice.
So the crit.
I see 2
No,
evades.
2 evades, all good. Well, not really all good. kind of painfully bad.
Yeah, so things aren't going well.
It's got a cloaking device. There are 2 more dice for this.
Yeah, that bump on Ray has really, really cost Tom.
Mm-hmm. Are they? Simeon, are you still playing Hyperspace? No. We've got. Yeah. Low
Yeah,
Ricks,
but
low Ricks,
this
no
game's
damage.
not about Low-Rick. This game's about Ray.
He's got a major hull breach, a damaged cockpit, and a console fire.
Yeah. He's
No.
taken 1 shield off quick draw.
Yeah.
No, it's quick draw, Kylo, and Epsilon Ace, so PS12.
We never see Martyn's positional game has been excellent. He's managed to fly those tires really well
Yeah.
to get into the position where he's in right now.
Tyler.
That's giving
Okay.
Tom so much difficulty in choosing his targets, as we saw in the last round. So hit, focus, blank.
So he's not gone for
Extra
quick draw
one.
because that would be crazy.
Alright, so I can see 3 and a crit, 3 hits and a crit.
So Kylo's taking something. Which
2
he's
focuses,
not.
3
He's not
focuses
good.
and evade.
And that's why Martyn didn't spend his focus earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Lyric, Tyler.
Yeah.
Lorik fires on Kylo. 1 hit, 1 crit, 2 crits and a hit. You've got 2 evades.
This time, so 1 shield.
When your dice are hot, your dice
1
are hot.
shield
I'll
from
show you the
Kylo.
dark side, a blind pilot.
And there's signs of blinded pilot to Lorik. I'll show you the
On
dark
ice
side.
so you
Oh
can
my
see
word.
what there is,
Why shuffle it?
but you'll see what's still there that you haven't. Yeah. But if there's face down ones, you don't know what.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, it's like Martyn's whole playstyle is all about building that kill box, putting something
Yeah.
in the middle of it, and just ruining it.
Yeah.
And he's done exactly that.
Mm-hmm. So now what you need to do in the next round is deny Ray's action.
Although,
Hmm.
I mean, it's a small hope,
Yeah.
Yes, please.
but yeah, the tactician kicked in, so he's got double stress Kylo, which is a problem for Kylo, but not when Ray's PS0, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
3 ships shooting before her, and she's got 4 left. Yeah. So.
So I can sense this is going to be a long planning phase for Tom.
Well, he needs to work out what to do with those crits.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, the only one you can get rid of is Major Hull Breach, though, isn't it?
well, he's got to get
Console fire.
rid of Major Hull Breach is a flip. Console Fire is a roll.
Yeah.
He's got to get rid of Major Hull Breach because he can't take
No, he
damage
can't
against
take
face
it.
up.
Next turn, he'll take 3 shots, and
Just
every
melt.
single one will be dealt face up. I don't think he's going to survive the next turn anyway,
No.
unless he finds some amazing position to get himself into.
I don't
Yeah.
think there is an amazing position right now.
No.
Because Kylo can just, well,
Just saying something that's
yeah.
like completely incredible.
cool, because Quick Draw can just do whatever, barrel roll, get
Yeah.
arc, doesn't matter.
There he goes, just go straight into the middle.
Park in the middle and hope for the bumps.
Yeah.
Flip.
I think
No.
no, he's got a new one.
New Falcon title. Yeah, he's flipped it.
Okay.
So he's still got the fifth. Well, the thing is, if he hadn't flipped it and he rolled the console fire gets dealt face up. You can't be playing with that.
Reinforce the.
Where's he reinforcing? I think Lorick is going to be asked the impossible
Yeah.
in the next turn or two.
Crashes into Ray.
So
Yeah, Kylo
Kylo bumps.
bumps in, clears the stress.
Good.
Oh, he's still getting shot
Subway out the
by
way.
Lorick.
Yeah, if you want. So far to reach. Oh, he's not winning. Sorry, Tom. I can't do that. I'll give you a pound. Yeah.
That was good.
I like that. Oh well. Clear the stress.
Quick draw. 3 sloop.
There we go.
Sloops to the right.
He's got all the mods anyway, doesn't care about the stress.
Yeah.
Oh, what would be horrible is if Epsilon bumps as well. The only target is quick draw.
And 1 turn into Ray as well.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. Hi,
and do it
you can
again.
shoot my ship, he's going to shoot you twice.
You just
Knock yourself out.
It's not going well.
It's
for
not
Tom.
looking pretty for the Rebels.
No, but it's not going well for Tom.
It's going to be like that. You happy with
Yeah,
that?
just get it there. Whatever.
We'll worry about the 1 template win.
That's my lock on Ray. That's there.
Yep.
Okay. So nothing for my 12.
Just gonna stand there
Console
talking about
fire.
it
You
anyway.
might as well sit down. Yeah.
No.
So yeah,
2 from quick draw.
A little bit closer though. Okay.
so quick draw has a pop and gets
hits
stupid
and a crit.
dice again.
Spin direction force.
Okay.
Spencer reinforce, hit crit.
Damage engine.
Oh. Right, and Ray, Ray on 2. And he spent the reinforce. It's,
You can only fire.
Very quick on Kylo.
yeah.
Yep.
It's just, he's not going to take that shot. Or is he? Yes, no, that's Larrick into
3 green.
Kylo, guessing.
Use 1 shield.
One shield on.
One shield from Kylo.
Oh, he's already shown him the dark side, so nothing happens there.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's already.
This has
on.
been savage.
I hate watching finals and big events.
It's the
'cause,
same ship,
Like
so.
after Warbot, it was like, oh, I've got a
Where
really
was she
list. I've got
quite,
this.
where was she
Nimranda.
quick
And I'm just like, I also enjoy Nimranda. And now this is up there, and I'm like, I love Kylo.
Yeah.
These
Well,
are free.
You know, you guys have been flying the Kylo Cynthia Wampa stuff
Yeah,
a lot,
yeah.
and this is similar principle.
Yeah, I do like. And
one
I think
base.
I
Ship
would.
lengths of aid.
2
I would
shields.
prefer quick draw over Sontia personally.
It's just the damage trade that Quick Draw gives you is amazing.
So quick draw fires back.
3 red.
Oh, of course, raise pilot skill 0.
Target lock.
2 hits here, it's game over. Oh, there we go.
2
Again.
hits and a crit.
Oh.
Wow.
And that was what was
Yeah.
Major explosion.
that? Major explosion of damage sensor already.
It's alright, Larrick's got this.
Yeah.
If you could just remove.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
100%. Lyric's got it in the back.
It's not bad. Looking at 100-0 in your first major final.
500-man tournament, a rotund victory.
Yeah.
So quick draw is shieldless now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Quick Draw's done Quick Draw's job.
Yes. Quick draw has
It-
quick draw.
All I'm saying, Sim, is that if Kylo can't handle Larrick on his own, it might take a week and a half because the reinforced token. But you know, yeah. Martyn just bugged out here, clears the stress on Kylo. Quick draw just slow rolls in.
I feel like
The TIE Fighter is just completely superfluous to requirements now. It's just, like I'm a little PS12 17-point filler.
I really do feel like Advanced Optics has allowed this list to become what it is. Because Advanced Optics, backed up with Fire Control and Quick Draw and Advanced Optic on Kylo, it's just amazing.
With Quick
efficiency.
Draw, it's either the expertise or the VI optics, and either way, just having all the mods all the time
100%.
is all the fun for the person flying it.
And I do prefer VI Optics personally, purely for the sloop turn.
Yeah, because expertise gets out, unless you're running the Your list, which deals with that otherwise.
Yeah.
If you're ready.
No, 100% do.
That list did really well this weekend as well.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
very, very popular. It's very strong as well.
three or four of them in the top 32.
Yeah, there's a lot of stress mechanics that don't deal a lot of stress. It's just an odd stress here and there.
Yeah.
Like even Nimmiranda with thermals, because Nimmiranda has to run thermals at the moment.
Yeah,
it's
so
just
so
like,
much
yeah,
expertise.
Yor will take it all. I'm not fussed.
Kylo.
Even opening up
Four
the
forwards.
Inquisitor style
Yeah.
with taking the stress off. It's,
There goes Kylo. Zoom. And he's
There's
range 3.
stress.
He's got auto thrusters. He can just take the focus if he wants it. Leave himself for the Talon next turn if he needs it.
Focus.
Lorik is full health though. I do see this game going on for like another 4 turns.
Forwards.
What they should do to make it sporting is just send the little TIE FO after Lorik on its own.
Yeah, see what that can
See how long that takes.
I love the
Target lock.
TIE Fighter is
6
the
weeks
highest
later,
PS.
Simon gets an angry message from his wife.
And TIE Fighter.
What is the thought behind Epsilon Ace?
What?
Is it good against something particular because it's 12?
No, well, it's the IPS thing, but it's also just having that extra 2 shots coming in, and he's just so cost effective.
I think also it works as a kind of a distracted element.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
just
it's-
Epsilon Ace over something like Wampa or Dark Curse, you know what I mean?
Martyn likes flying the high IPS
Epsilon
stuff,
first.
Yeah, fair enough.
and it just fits. You know, like now he's got a throwaway ship that he's just parked it there and gone, like, there's 3 natural hits again. Not that his dice are on fire or anything, but Tom.
Sorry, Tom.
I mean, yeah, he hasn't given Tom a choice. 2 shields down. Here comes quick
Quick draw,
draw.
range 3.
Take back 4 turns. So that natural.
Target lock blank.
Yeah, pretty much.
A hit and a crit, and another hit.
So that's a crit, definitely landing on hull. No, he's
So
loved it.
Blind pilot. It's the crit.
I'll show you the dark side. Blinded pilot.
That's outrageous. Yeah, Lorik's got this right. I'd be so tempted just like hard through Lorik toward the board edge right now and go like,
This is the point where you try and take the moral victory from your opponent. And you go, you're not killing it.
you didn't beat me.
You didn't beat me. I beat myself.
I chose to lose.
I gave you the win. There is no proof that you would have won.
You owe me for those. You owe me.
Seppuku, no? It was like,
Have you been playing Rising Sun?
no, I was watching that Man in the High Castle thing
Yeah.
on Amazon.
Nah, it's So yeah. What a turn for Blinded Pilot when he's got the range 1 shot with
Absolutely.
expertise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, you don't. I'd almost just be honest, like, let's just turn Lorik in and joust quick draw and sod it. Try and get some points on the board.
If you can just kill 1 ship, you can kind of feel better.
Yeah.
And then you can at least kid yourself into thinking you have a chance. It's just
Nah,
Kylo. The fact that Kylo's on the board.
Well, Kylo could literally spend the next hour and 19 minutes flying around. The other 2 ships could fly off the table, and
Yeah.
he's still winning by 15 points.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to drive Martyn home. Do you realise how intolerable he's going to be? the entire way.
I want a system open.
I'm a champion and you're not.
Yeah. I'm
You
7,
just write a blog.
but I'm 7-2 up on you in tournaments.
That doesn't count, and you
It
know
does,
that.
it
You
does.
listen to these podcasts. You've
I've
seen how these Americans react to these things. If
I've
you
beaten-
don't win a tournament, you're obviously useless.
I've beaten him in Q kits plenty.
And if you win a tournament with a terrible list,
Yeah, it's
terrible.
also obviously
Yeah.
it's obviously the whole continent are a bunch of losers.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's face facts. You know, no one brings a 17-point
Push the limit
PS12 TIE
yourself.
fighter to a tournament, do they? Well,
No,
they do
and that's-
now.
They do. Yeah, it's like yesterday when I had that Punisher on, and so I put that post
Oh,
on
that's
the room,
hilarious.
like, you know, when I put a resistance bomber on in Valencia and it did really well, and everyone's playing them. You're not going to miss out on the Punisher, are you?
Quick draw, bumps.
There you go. Now you've got an Epsilon Ace will be showing up everywhere.
Yeah, it's a solid little list.
Martyn's toying with Tom. He's not allowing him any shots. He's like, no, I'm going to
Well,
keep this game
he's
going
got
for
a
another
range
hour.
3 obstructed on Kylo. That's a shot.
That will do loads. And if it does anything, it will assign another blinded pilot.
He's just on the sloop. Yeah, he's on the
Yeah.
sloop. Oh look, another 3 dice.
How many points is...
So,
100. 100 on the nose. Which is why the 11 and the 12 are really helpful.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you've got bid-proof ships. Oh, he's done it again! Wow!
2 and a crit.
Non-reinforced rear arc. There you go, Lyric. Have some fun.
C3PO1.
That Epsilon Ace blank focus, I should say.
Yeah. So the star of this game has not been quick draw. It's not been
Stun
Kylo
pilot.
Ren.
Stun pilot on the crit.
It's been a 17 point.
Epsilon Ace,
Epsilon
one man's Lorit.
Epsilon Ace OP, need nerf. FFG, please.
Epsilon Ace meta.
Please nerf Martyn's dice.
Yeah, please. Before I have to play him again.
Too good, too good.
And they're
They're like this on
I'll
Vassal
tell
all
you
the
one
time,
thing,
but I
though.
blame Vassal for that.
They're not shiny dice.
They're not.
I'm very
No.
happy.
Corset
They're
dice
corset
are
dice.
notoriously good.
Play corset dice, people. Always play corset
Oh,
dice.
wow. So he's got 5 dice for
One and a
Kylo
crit.
with all those thrusters.
I think it's 2 hits actually.
2 hits, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a crit.
Gone.
One.
And he
blank.
needs the auto thrusters as well.
Oh, I totally wouldn't have auto-thrusted it. Just a blinded pilot Lyric again.
You're a bad human being.
it's pilot ability has as well.
Thing is, Kylo doesn't even need to, quick draw doesn't even need to turn around here. It's like, just have some out the back.
Okay, yes, sure.
Nah. I mean, Tom's taking it really well. He's a really sporty guy. He's a really nice guy. This has just been like horrid.
Yeah.
Martyn got that opening engagement perfect. He got the kill box. Martyn parked in the middle of it, and Tom parked in the middle of it, and just eat my dice.
Yep.
They have helped. They really have helped. Though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was talking in the last round of the guy who got eliminated. I can't remember his name now because I'm terrible at this
Rob.
sort of stuff. Robert Ram.
Rob, yeah.
And is that some people like to try and play down dice, but they are a factor of the game.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen games won or lost by dice.
So take the
And
damage.
a lot of people will spout fly better at you.
Be
But
worth it.
There's only a certain amount you can do to mitigate bad dice.
yeah,
Like, you roll 1 hit on 4 dice,
Okay.
and you need 2.
well, my complaint with fly better is it reduces the argument to idiocy that there's only one thing, there's only one factor in the game. Like the opponent doesn't count for anything. Yeah, as long as you fly better, the opponent can't do anything.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
flight
love-
better's been
so you-
watered down at the moment as well. Because of Ghost 10 mainly.
Yeah.
And it's quick draw.
Because you don't have to fly.
Probably going to clear.
It's not even you do have to fly, but it makes no difference if you fly better. Because it just does the exact same thing.
That is going to clear if you could mark.
A good player and a bad player will do the exact same thing with it.
Yeah.
It's just dice variance at the end of the day.
And it just mitigates variance so well.
It's just, it's very bad for the game. And I've got nothing wrong with people flying it 'cause it's there. Do you know what I mean?
It'd be
Every
nice if
list.
it wasn't a choice, though.
But it would be nice if it wasn't there. I'm not
That said,
Your
none in the top 8
stopper.
here.
which is it made me very happy.
Because we've worked out how to beat it.
As soon as Andrew
Foe's
told
gonna
me
bump
that,
into
I was
quick
like,
draw.
alright,
Yep.
don't care who wins now as long as it's not goes
He doesn't
back.
need actually seeing.
Yeah, there we go. Engine is the bomb.
Clears the stress.
Watch him do the 3 hits
So-
again, like as well.
Range on from the
Lowry's
tie.
just dead.
Because it's mine's red dice. Oh no, he missed.
Focus and 2 blanks.
Wow.
What?
I'm shocked
Quick
that a
draw
TIE fighter
range
didn't one hit Lorik. Oh, Quick Draw's got a shot now. With a lock.
Spend
focus.
2 hits and a focus.
He's spending the lock. He's keeping. Why?
Spend the focus. Why not?
Spends the focus, gets 3.
Yeah, nothing.
And there's an evade. 1, 2,
Fire
down to
control.
1 whole point.
So the lowest pilot skill ship in the game in the list. you know.
2. Yeah.
Range two from Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren's the lowest pilot skill ship. That's amazing.
Spend the lock.
Go on, Kylo. Ooh, only 2. C3PO0.
Focus, I think.
No, that's
That's it.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Thank you, Simeon. Thank you, Christopher.
I know it's not the one you wanted, but it's kind of cool as well. Congratulations.
Just keep zooming in on faces.
I've got a photo. And then it's a bit sticky with fingerprints anyway. Make it look a bit nicer for you. My new champion of the biggest X-Wing Open ever.
Well done, Martin.
Thank you. I'm Tom.
Sorry.
I wish I was Martin.
Yeah, no, I knew.
Last try.
I realised that as soon as I said it. Well done for getting as far as you did.
Thank you.
Obviously, the top prize has eluded you this time round.
Yeah.
But tell us, he was telling us before you started that you'd played the exact same game a week ago or so ago.
Yeah, we played at iBuy in Woking
Yeah.
a week ago at a Q1 kit,
Uh-huh.
and until I lost, it went very similarly where I made a mistake,
Uh-huh.
bumped into Lorik, ended up somewhere no one thought I would be. But in that game, instead of doing nothing, I did quite a lot of damage to Quick Draw, I think. Thank you. But today, just didn't. I made that one mistake and he just jumped on it.
Yeah. And then you also had a lot of difficulty with dice, huh? Yeah, we could see it. It's just like he was getting all those reds, and you were just like you just couldn't get what you needed out of it.
To be fair, over the weekend it's averaged out.
Yeah.
I've had games all weekend where I've been going 4 hits with Ray, 4 hits with Ray, 5 hits with Ray. Lorik could come with another 4.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
he
evened
got
out.
you. He flew really well.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he got you into some positions where it's just like, what am I going to do? Am I going to shoot at him? Am I going to shoot at her? Am I going to shoot at that one?
Yeah, no,
and it was just like you could see you fighting over the options you had available.
No, I think I definitely needed a little bit of luck to swing it my way.
Yeah.
Which didn't get, unfortunately.
No.
But no, don't take anything away. He played amazingly. And couldn't have he's a mate from locally, so I'm gonna be happier he won.
Yeah,
to be
you were
honest.
both happy, yeah?
Yeah.
And I mean, we could tell as well. There was a good atmosphere, a good relationship between the two players. Like you were chatting, making jokes and stuff like that. And you took the loss really well as well. So what's next? So up until now, what was the best result you'd ever had at a major tournament?
Best result last year at the Open, I came about 31st, I think. I was flying Paratani. Doesn't really count.
Not bad. Yeah.
Got to the top 16 nationals 2 years ago.
Uh huh.
But won the store championship. but top 8
Yeah.
at War Ball Regional
So
last
now,
year.
what's going to happen now is to wait and see how many people start sending you friend requests now.
I've got like 3 already.
Eh?
I got 3 already.
Yeah, it's
That's
just,
crazy,
that's what
yeah.
I always say to them, is that once you win something, it's something like everyone wants to be your friend,
Yeah,
and
but-
and you didn't even win, so you came close, and like people are going to be. And we had a big advantage here as well, where we had a couple of varied lists. In the top 4, there was no Nim, no Miranda, no low falls or
Well, I would
ghosts.
say, Epsilon Ace.
Mm.
One System Open.
Yeah, Epsilon Ace pretty much one man that match. So I mean, Epsilon Ace, as Simon was saying, OP, please nerf.
Yeah, but it's been crazy stuff. Like I think you had a guy on stream that's flying 5 bombers.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff here.
It was absolutely crazy. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very
Right.
much.
And good luck with the future. Are you going to any other opens?
No.
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 World
Break now.
Championships?
Maybe one day.
Oh, not this year though.
Didn't get a ticket.
But you've got an invitation to the Coruscant Open Invitational in. What's he doing?
Just ignore him.
In October.
Yeah.
Is that something you might be interested in doing?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've got the invitation, and try and represent for Zombie Squadron.
Yeah, it's got to renew my passport.
Well, you got months to go,
Yeah.
so don't worry about that. Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah,
well
thank
done.
you very much.
And
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
And having 2 games back to back, it was excellent for you.
Yeah.
Okay. See you later, man. And I'll try and get Martyn.
Oh.
Martyn. I did it to Tom. I did it to Martyn. Man, whoa. Sorry. Been a long weekend. You're Martyn. You're the champion. Congratulations, Martyn.
Thank you very much.
System Open winner, 2018 for the UK, Birmingham. Not only that, you're going to be the representative for the local tournament, the local scene, over in the Coruscant Invitational in October, but also the champion of the biggest event in X-Wing history. I haven't spoken to you before, have I?
No.
No, okay. So what was, up until now, what was your best result as far as tournaments were concerned?
The System Open 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I came 21st.
Yeah.
But they were only doing, I think it was a top 16 cut.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably the best. I've never made a cut
Yeah.
since ever before that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so wicked. So what you're going to realise now is you're going to, by about midday tomorrow, you're going to have like 100 new friend requests. Because suddenly you're like high level player. Because this is the thing with X-Wing, is that there's so many good players that don't ever win anything.
Yeah.
You know, and then people are just like, well, the ones that win must be the best, and everyone sends them friend requests, and so you got that to look forward to. Obviously, I'm sure 186 are knocking around, probably waiting to ask you to go on the podcast and all sorts of other things. So now you're ready to live the dream, huh?
Yep.
And all at the cost of Phil GC.
All at the cost of Phil GC. Yeah. It was only, I thought it's only fitting that he did the commentary for the game for me and for Tom. So.
Yeah. Tell me, as far as the matchup was concerned, what do you think was like one of the most deciding factors?
I think. Well, in the way that went, I mean, managing to get the tie just couldn't not roll hits and crits.
Yeah.
So that was very helpful.
Yeah.
And getting, I think, was it like 3 crits or something in a row on Ray,
Yeah.
where he had the major hull breach
Yeah.
and the console fire.
Yeah.
So having to, that just was like, well,
Worked
Ray's
out really well
struggling
for
there.
you.
So yeah, that was lucky, but it worked.
Excellent. And I was thinking of something else just then, but it's gone right out of my head. Something I wanted to ask you, but I don't remember it now. So I was looking at the trophy. Take a look at the trophy. There we go. It works best if we put it in front of your shirt, 'cause there's something dark behind it. There we go, like that.
Somewhere there.
There we go. X-Wing champion, 2018 System Open Series. Okay, well, like I say, I've kind of gone a bit blank, so I've kind of run out of questions for you. I apologise.
That's all right.
But it's like when you get to this point, there's not much else to say.
Yeah,
Oh, that was it. Right, okay. Epsilon Ace. Okay. Well, obviously, I'm guessing you built your list with Kylo and Quick Draw, and then you were like, what am I going to do with these 17 points I've got left over?
Yep, pretty much.
And why was Epsilon Ace the choice?
I think it was just the whole. I've never actually flown him before,
Mm-hmm.
and I just thought with having the PS9 that can go wherever he wants,
Yeah.
the PS11, which is just tanky quick draw,
Yeah.
and I just thought, well, I just tried around with it. I thought, let's just see how the PS12 goes, and it was just proving to be useful because
It must confuse opponents a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone sort of has been good in some of the other games. They've been thinking, oh, he's PS12, so I'll go for him first because he's obviously the one that's shooting.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, if you're going for him and you're not going for the hard hitters,
That's the benefit for you.
Then it's benefit for me. But if you're not, then he's moving last and has the ability to then arc dodge if needed.
Yeah.
However, there was one game yesterday. It was my second game. I ended up facing off against Threek. So Threek stole his PS12.
All right.
Because obviously he deploys at 12.
Yeah.
But then, unlike mine, where if I get damage I lose the ability, Threek didn't.
Yeah.
So Threek was just running around,
all
moving
game long.
second
Yeah.
at PS12. So that was a bit of a
That must have been a
strange
difficult one. And did you win that one?
I did win
Yeah,
that
because
one,
you've gone undefeated the whole tournament,
Undefeated.
yeah? 6 rounds. 12 rounds in total.
Yes.
Okay, well, excellent. That's about it. Like I say, I'm kind of run out of questions now. A pleasure to have met you. Thank you very much for going on stream and for letting everyone
No
watch the
problem.
game.
Yep,
It
thank
was
you.
a fun game. It was really cool to watch. And as I said to... you're Martyn, he's Tom.
Yes.
Right. As I said to Tom, it was obvious that you both have a good relationship. You could see that it was a very relaxed atmosphere at the game, and you were having a joke about it, and even when he was having really bad dice rolls, he kind of just took it in stride. It was.
We actually went to a tournament in Woking on Sunday, and we actually played each other same lists in there. So I mean, that was quite a nice practice. I actually lost that one. But no, I mean, I've met him a couple of times in tournaments, and it's always good game, always good laugh, and a really good guy. So
okay, well, thank you very much. I'll let you get off then.
Cheers,
okay?
thank you very much.
Have a safe journey home.
Cheers, thanks
and
a lot.
Good luck for the future, and good luck for October.
Cheers, thanks
Okay,
very much.
bye. I'm just going to double check something, but I do think that brings us to the end of our